All right, what's up, Cancer? Thanks for coming to check out your mid-March 2021 reading. This is a general reading, so it cannot and will not resonate for everybody. So please just take what resonates and leave what does not. You don't want somebody else's problems. If it doesn't resonate for you at all, go on over and listen to your moon and or rising sign if you know what those are, and listen to the message. You might get your messages there, okay? So to start off your reading today, we are going to pull a couple of oracle cards from the Wisdom of the House of the Night. And it always seems like such a mouthful to say. Wisdom of the House of the Night. To kind of get an overall energy or, messages for you guys to get how it resonates. But we're going to take however many cards Spirit throws at us. Usually it's 1 to 4, sometimes more. We'll see what happens. All right, for Cancer, please, Spirit. Both. So this is about making a promise, maybe making a promise to yourself, perhaps, or staying true to your words. Well, you also got complicated. Let's see here. 2 more, please, Spirit. Thank you. 2 more, just like I asked. Beauty and playful. All right. So what I'm feeling here is that you guys are working on getting through a complicated situation, clearly, right? Things might feel complicated right now, but you're making a promise. I mean, this could be to yourself or, to a certain situation. We'll see what the tarot has to say if it relates at all. But this is about making a promise and sticking to something and, really seeing the beauty, because you also have the beauty card here, that you're making a promise to yourself to find more beauty in life, right? And to maybe get out and adventure more or just uplift your spirit better. Learning to see that life is so much more than misery, So that's what I'm getting out of that for you guys. Let's move this. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you have the High Priestess of Earth. So yeah, definitely, it's like the High Priestess of Earth is all about really getting in tune with ourselves and becoming grounded, right? And feeling strong and confident within ourselves, okay? So I feel like, things might seem rather complicated, but Spirit's saying that you need to be making a promise to yourself to see the beauty in life, to become more grounded, and to work on yourself maybe. I don't know. Ooh, those are backwards. Hold on. JK. Okay, so we're going to talk about the tarot a couple times here for you guys, and we'll see what comes out. And we'll talk about, past energy. Now, it could be recent past. It could be past from like 2 years ago or 5 years ago or whatever. It's, kind of whatever from the past is relating to the situation that's bothering you right now. So just take it how it resonates. I said one more. Ooh. All right, so we are going to cut this deck. All right, so the bottom of the deck, you have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, though. He's in the reverse. So the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse is about going into self-protection mode, right? Or possibly isolating yourself to better feel secure within your life. But it's about really, getting into that self-protection mode, figuring out how to manifest the things that you want in your life, maybe. All right, so that's overall energy anyways. Let's get into it, guys. So I'm going to go over the past energy, you and how you're feeling, perhaps, right? What your challenge is, what your advice is, and what your outcome potentially could be if you follow said advice. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck there, we have the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is all about gaining a sense of independence and having that internal wealth feeling, as well as external materialistic wealth as well. Anyways, so let's get into it. So you have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. You have the Ace of Cups. You have the Karma card, which is the equivalent to the Moon. and the Page of Cups. Okay, so that Five of Swords in the reverse definitely is there's some sort of conflict going on. And that's probably where that complicated issue is stemming from, right? Because fives are all conflict related. But when the Five of Swords is in the reverse, it's about learning how, like, you're finally ready to move past any resentments that you might have, and you're really being open to new change and new opportunities, right? You know, and then the Ace of Cups here, it's like you might be repressing some emotions, or maybe you're finally allowing yourself to feel certain emotions, okay? And then with the Moon in the reverse, that Karma card, excuse me, it's about having, like, releasing fear and releasing the worry and getting through it. Some of you might be unhappy, right? Because the Moon in the reverse can certainly be unhappy energy as well. But it, you know, and confusion too, complicated. Things might seem complicated. It's like you have a lot of love for the situation, whatever it is, because that's that Ace of Cups is all about love, compassion, overwhelming emotion. But I feel like because of the two cards that it's in between, it's more of a blocked, it's either you have it still blocked or you are finally releasing whatever emotions that you might be feeling. And I say that too because the Page of Cups is all about bringing in messages, right? The Page of Cups is like the messenger, bringing in a message, some sort of new beginning, creating a new beginning, paying attention to the synchronicities and really figuring out how you want to move forward, okay? So that's what we got for that past energy for you guys, or moving into this energy for the rest of the month. Take it how it resonates. But you, right now, so we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. We have the Hierophant. We got the Queen of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. Right? So the Eight of Swords in the reverse is about, you know, again, being open to new ideas, finally releasing something, okay? Because in the upright, it's feeling trapped and stuck and not being able to move forward. And in the reverse, it's like you're finally releasing something. And it has you changing the way you traditionally do things in your life, because he's the Pope here, but this is the Emperor. I mean, just kidding. The Hierophant. Oh my God, Zana. He's the Hierophant. The Pope. And it's about, you know, learning how to conform and change your traditions and your belief systems. And you're finally doing that, right? The Queen of Swords is here to tell you that you are speaking your truth. You're finally getting a new perspective. You're wanting to be more independent, because the Queen of Swords is a very independent bitch. Let's just be real here. She sometimes can be a real bitch, actually. Like, really bitchy sometimes, wanting things her way, a certain way, yada, yada. But she's quick. She's independent. She's getting herself she is organized. So I feel like this is you working on getting yourself organized. And by doing so, you're changing the way you live your daily lives, right? And you finally have this new sense of confidence. So usually in other decks, the Nine of Wands represents worry and fear and anxiety and all that. But in this particular deck, which I love this deck, which is tarot, by the way, the Nine of Wands is all about feeling empowered and feeling confident and moving through things and having faith, right? Your faith might be being tested, but it's about having some resilience and being able to bounce back from it all. And you're feeling confident and courageous and ready to move forward in a positive way here, right? Ready to let go of all the burdens that you feel with the Ten of Wands that would come next. Okay, so your challenge. Well, you have the Eight of Wands here. You have, oh my God, the Karma card. I totally didn't mean it was the Moon, because we have the Moon card here. But it's still that same energy. Everything that I said about it is right. Anyway, okay. So your challenge. We have the Eight of Wands and the Moon in the reverse. The Eight of Wands is about things happening really quickly, you know, moving. This could actually literally be moving, you know, moving house, moving jobs, whatever. And then you have the Moon in the reverse. And the Moon in the reverse is you're maybe still struggling to release some sort of a fear. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's about like letting go of all of the insecurities and anxieties that you were feeling. Again, you might still be confused, right? But we have the Emperor here and the King of Cups. King of Cups is you guys. That's a Cancer energy, okay? But the Emperor with the King of Cups as a challenge, as this being your challenge, it's like you might be acting out of impulse on particular situations, okay? You might be feeling emotionally manipulated, which is causing you to feel moody, or, it could also be, maybe you have high expectations for something to work and it's not working, and then that's why you're feeling confused. So I feel like you're being called to get your emotions in check, really get in touch with yourself, right? Become that natural born leader that the King of Wands is, honor yourself. What is your vision? What do you want to manifest? What is it that you want to work out for you? In order to do it, you have to be able to gain emotional balance and control and, be kind and be generous, And I feel like your struggle is that you need to figure out how to move past it. I don't know. Your advice, we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the Queen of Cups in the reverse, you again, advice, the Lover, is that the Lovers? Yep, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Six of Swords. So your advice here, if I were to tell you what to take as advice out of this, it would be you might need to be okay with being alone. You might need to get over codependency issues. That Queen of Cups in the reverse is codependency issues, as is that Ten of Pentacles, being codependent on, financial things, or, regarding your family, being codependent, okay? Codependent, emotional insecurity. Your advice is to be able to move past that. Well, how can I do that, Zaina? Well, the Lovers in the reverse here is telling you to figure out what the imbalance is within your situation, okay? You need to realign your values. Maybe you and this other energy that I'm picking up on are not on the same page about something, right? And you have to, maybe it's you who has to leave behind the old ways of thinking, because that Six of Swords, when it's in the upright, is about moving past toxicity, right? Leaving something behind in order to create something new. And it might be rough. You might feel some sort of regret here, because these could both indicate regret, as I was picking up before. And, it's like you want to let go of whatever the baggage is, whatever that resentment is, whatever the regret is. You need to figure out how to let it go. That is your advice. You need to be able to move away from it so that you can, get back on your right path. Because I feel like some of you have probably swayed off your path a little bit. So you need to realign, come back to forming a compromise within your situation, however this is resonating for you. And if you can do that, well, your outcome, we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse, Justice, and the High Priestess in the reverse. Okay, so with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, this might be like you might be feeling really overly protective, or you might end up feeling really overprotective and like setting some serious boundaries. Learning how to persevere through your challenges instead of giving up. You are having faith in, changing, learning to see the beauty in life and becoming more playful and more understanding. And then with the Page of Swords here in the reverse, this is all about, promises unfulfilled. It could also be, not taking action on a particular situation. Maybe you're curious and you're figuring it out, but you're not you're talking about it and not taking action here. So you really need to be able to turn these into the upright, because Spirit basically is saying that you're not going to follow that advice and this is what your outcome's going to be. But if you can follow that advice, you will have these in the upright. You will be able to persevere. You will be able to kick ass and defend yourself and, persevere through it all and be able to, move forward mentally. This could also be that you might be, either you or somebody else might be really keeping tabs on you as well. I don't know. Spirit just said that, so I don't know what that means. Take it how it resonates. Anyway, so you have the Justice and the High Priestess as well in the reverse. High Priestess in the reverse. Yep. So the Justice card, obviously, it's about bringing in balance, things being just and fair, and creating, a sense of truth, right? And fairness and justice, and learning that, there's a cause and effect to everything, action, reaction to every action. There's a positive or equal reaction, right? So, if you have to figure out how to really get in touch with your intuition and figure out what that High Priestess is hearing, because somebody, like I was saying before, somebody might be spying on you. Maybe that's what this was. So, because I just got another story here that somebody might be really keeping their tabs on you, right? There's some sort of like ulterior motive or an inner agenda as to why they're doing that. They're not going to be honest with you. So Spirit's really saying that whatever your gut feelings are, your intuitions are, no matter what it comes down to, you need to trust that and, keep moving forward. That's all you guys can do, All right, guys, so if the video resonates, be sure to like it, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date with messages as they come out. And I will catch you later. Bye.